pregame show. There it is, the majestic Capitol building in the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. Basketball's biggest days, the NBA Finals. It begins here, and 2K Sports is happy to bring it to you. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. It'll be the visiting team and the Denver Nuggets. Taking a look at Denver. They're the top seed, possessing home court advantage, and they're looking to come out and make a statement here in this first game.
A long and winding road to get to the NBA Finals. I mean, their great work along the way has given them home court advantage. They don't want to squander it here now.
The expectation is that they're going to do just that. I mean, they've been a strong team all season. They're tough to beat in an opponent's building, never mind their own. And with the excitement surrounding the finals. It'll make this place that much more intimidating.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Towns is out there with Anderson. Then it's Russell. And it's Guerrero in at the small forward. Now here's Towns. 6 to shoot. It's Anderson with the drive. And the dunk by Towns.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
No good there off the double clutch.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Sheridan covered by Wiggins. Anderson against Turner. And finished off by Anderson.
Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I tell you what, I'm glad they didn't try, because somebody might have got their feelings hurt.
Pass to Drummond. Nice D from Russell.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Out to the wing. It's tipped. And here they come for the finish. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Nuggets shooting their first foul shots of the night here. No good on that one.
The line for your Nuggets, Andrew Wiggins at the line for 2.
And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
They set the screen inside and take it.
Away by Johnson. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And it's Wiggins missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Karl Anthony Towns, fourth.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him. And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Now here's Johnson. Not a lot of room. Here's Cope. Buries the long-range jumper. 5 points in the game.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
The dish to Anderson. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Anderson.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Cope, he's guarded by Russell. Pass to Drummond. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Russell dishes to Anderson.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Smart passes to Turner. A shake. And Smart with the basket on the assist by Turner. Smart's got his first bucket of the night. Maury right through the D for the layup.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And Joseph kicks to Green. And it's blocked. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Substitution. Lyle Blake.
There's the pass to Robertson.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
1:15 left to play in the first. Graham dishes to Robertson. And he starts out with the miss in this one. Gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Maury, but they recover it. Here's Dorcas. They get the rebound. Here's Fortson. And finally they hit one.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Here's Smart, and that's off the glass and in.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
And they will call over the back on the play.
That's 2 fouls for him very early in this ball game. He'll probably have to spend some time on the bench before halftime.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Smart. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Here's Towns. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
If they think that kind of defense is going to get it done against him, they're mistaken.
Here's Joseph. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Robertson can't get it to go.
You know what? His finishing ability, not...
Now in the court, your very own Nuggets dancer. Let him hear it.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, just the way they've been able to pound that backboard. I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets. It's been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57%. Here's Towns, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Joseph, he's checked in for Denver. The Nuggets trail by 5. Smart kicks to Robertson. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
The shot by Robertson, no good. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. To the right side. They set the pick. Right wing. Over to the left wing. 4 on the clock. From 12 feet out. It's tipped, and they get it back. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Graham with the bucket.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Wait for 3. They get it back. Maury, he sinks the 11-footer.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Kicks it to Smart. To the paint, here's Robertson. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Robertson's got his first bucket in this one.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Passes it to Bishop. Maury, good, and the assist goes to Blake. He has 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. Drummond passes to Turner. Denver passing it around. Offensive rebound.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Dishes it to Towns. It's tipped. Plenty of space. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. To the inside. Here's the break. And here we go. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Karl Anthony Towns, fourth.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
And that one is hammered home.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And it's slammed in by Turner.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Johnson attacking. Out to the right wing. And here we go. Maury finishes the break with a slam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. And the Nuggets making a change here. Smart's checked in. We've got 1:28 left now here in the second. Can't get it to fall.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Here's Anderson. And no good. Trying to use the glass. The Nuggets trail by 5. And a wide open look here for Wiggins.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. At least as I look at it.
Johnson against Russell. Down low, here's Anderson. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggression. Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And it's Russell missing.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Smart with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Wiggins kicks to Drummond. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
The drive by Russell from deep. And the release was and so it's a close game.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, we hope you've enjoyed the first half. I'm Ernie Johnson, checking out the visiting team. They knew Game 1 might be a hard-fought struggle, and tonight's certain. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We will see you after the game.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Finals. More action straight ahead. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. We've got Russell. Towns is out there with Anderson. And it's Guerrero in at the 3 spot. To the wing on the left. Russell kicks to Anderson. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Pope, he's guarded by Russell. The feed to Turner. He dishes it to Drummond. Here's Cope. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And then they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Outside, Russell. He feeds it to Towns. Guerrero, the pass to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Guerrero. Second shot opportunity. Rebound by the Nuggets. Turner's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Johnson. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Fires the 3. That's good. Wiggins has got 7.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And the dunk by Towns.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Clark bringing it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Pope, he's guarded by Russell. Got a piece of it. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
Jeffries.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Robertson outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Robertson's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Outside, Russell. Towns sets the pick for Russell. Jeffries kicks to Anderson. Can't hit. And the Nuggets going the other way. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get to post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. So it's the visitors now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the inside. Here's Russell. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Denver calls timeout. Both teams will make substitutions. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Now here's Smart. He's guarded by Russell. Out to Turner. Here's Smart. And the shot falls short this time.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
To the middle, Turner with the steal. And here we go again, the Nuggets on the break. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And the second free throw, good. Gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. They set the screen. Johnson with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Smart leading the charge. And it's blocked. 1:29 left in the third quarter. And stolen by Graham. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Trips down the breakaway slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
There's a minute left to play in the third. And it's Turner off the drive. Smart, wide open, he fires. And it's Denver scoring again.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
Maury, it's deflected. He's all alone. And here we go. Here's Johnson. The shot is off. Gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Blake up top. Stolen by Smart. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Johnson outside. Feeds to Drummond. Kicks it out to Johnson. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
And when they desperately needed to get things turned around, they were able to rally and get back into it.
And, Greg, it was really their defense just as much as their offense that served as the real catalyst. And I think it allowed them to put that run together. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he doesn't.
And he better.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point.
Now in the court, your very own Nuggets dancers. Let them hear it.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. They're getting outshot from the perimeter. He told them, we've got to close out faster on the outside shooters. These threes are killing us. Kevin, can they tighten their D?
They've got Smart, and it's Robertson in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Stolen by Joseph. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Graham, and it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nuggets.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
The visitors with the ball. 4-point game. Fortson covered by Robertson. Blake passes to Bishop. Fires it up. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Graham. On the three off target. Doing it pretty well, close to 50%. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach grew on.
Joseph dishes to Graham. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Now the pass to Bishop. Jacks up a three. Can't get it to go. The Nuggets leading by 6. Smart kicks to Joseph. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Maury. And again, unable to change momentum here. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Really, really good possession there. They never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
I agree with you. I mean, and now that we're moving deeper into the fourth, it's really the point where they had a few more points to the lead, and I think they can put this thing away and consider it over. Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Left side, Turner. Back to Drummond. Drummond, a screen. Inside, 6 to shoot. Poked away. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Timeout call.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Got that one up quick. 6 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and it's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
The Nuggets leading by 7. Turner with a screen on Russell. To the paint, off the pick, and Turner throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Towns, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Johnson.
All the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And Towns drops them both.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
The Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. On the wing, Johnson to the middle. Here's Turner, and he pings it home with one hand.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break. And what a game for Turner. He has 8 points and 2 blocks. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Yeah, not a combination that too many players in our league possess.
On the wing, Wiggins. Anderson with the block. They get it back. One-on-one here. And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there. Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Wiggins outside. Shoots the 3. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And stolen by Drummond.
And guys, you can go ahead and put game 1 in the record books. Exactly how they wanted to kick off this series against a tremendous opponent. Big win for the Nuggets.
You're right there, Steve. And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, Clark, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
Well, it deflates the opposition when you can be pesky defensively, and then it sparks your offense, and that's what happened for them. When you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's hard to overcome that kind of defensive pressure.
And we've come to expect nothing less from one of the league's elite players. But another tour de force for Johnson. He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
Russell with a wide-open look. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And it's Turner off the drive. Drummond, and it's blocked.
Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on you.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson again, folks, alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal.
When you're having a night shooting in the high 50s, you're being efficient with your shot selection. He played smart basketball tonight, really made each possession count. He was the difference maker.
Starting out the series, this is a huge win to go up 1-0. He gave them the energy and effort they needed. Huge performance, and what a time to do it. If he can keep up this effort, Ernie, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
And we hope you enjoyed tonight's game as much as we did, though that is doubtful. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, and we'll see you for more NBA Finals action coming up soon.